I'm Savita Valsang and welcome to Statistics Made Simple. In this video, we will learn a particular case of the normal distribution which is important from the examination point of view. The simplest case of the normal distribution is the standard normal distribution, and in the statistical tables, the area under the normal curve is based on the standard normal distribution which will be used for the phi markers. Let us now define a standard normal variate, which is abbreviated as SNV, and this definition can come as a 2 marker. So suppose X is a normal variate with mu equal to 0 and sigma square equal to 1, then Z is called as a standard normal variate and it is given by the formula Z equal to x minus mu divided by sigma, which follows normal 0, 1. Now here capital X stands for the normal variate and mu and sigma will be given to you in the problem. And what is Z? Z is called as a standard normal variate. So this formula for the standard normal variate is important and I'll be using it for all the 5-mark problems. Let us now discuss some of the properties of a standard normal variate. So the mean of a SNV is E of Z equal to 0. Till now we used to write E of X, V of X, SD of X. But here Z is the standard normal variate. So the mean of a SNV is E of Z equal to 0, because you know that the mean mu is equal to 0 for a standard normal distribution. Next one, the variance of a SNV is V of Z equal to 1. The third property, the standard deviation of a SNV is SD of Z equal to root variance of Z, which will be equal to root of 1, which is equal to 1. So the first three properties can come as a 1 marker. Then similarly, the fourth property is an important one again. They can ask you for which distribution is the variance and the standard deviation equal. So your answer will be the standard normal distribution. It is not the normal distribution. The variance is equal to the standard deviation only for a standard normal distribution. The fifth property can come as a 2 marker. They can ask you to write the PDF of the standard normal distribution, and the formula is given by f of z equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2, and because this entire formula is only in terms of z will take the values between minus infinity and infinity, and so it is written as minus infinity less than z less than infinity. So to work out the problems on the normal distribution, we make use of the standard normal variate formula, that is z equal to x minus mu divided by sigma, which follows normal 0, 1. So this particular slide is very important for working out the problems. Please be very thorough with all that is mentioned in this particular slide. Now in the next slide, I will explain to you how the PDF was obtained, but that is not required for the examination. It's only for your understanding. So in this particular slide, I've already mentioned that it is only an explanation to know the difference between the normal distribution and the standard normal distribution. So please don't copy down this explanation in your notes. Now let us first start with the normal distribution. So observe only the left side of the slide. So you see that the heading is normal distribution. You know that x follows normal within brackets the parameters are mu and sigma square. So for a normal distribution, there are two parameters, that is mu and sigma square. And in the next line, you see that we have written the PDF, that is a probability density function, which is f of x equal to 1 by sigma root 2 pi e to the power minus half x minus mu by sigma the whole square. And there are three ranges which we learned, that is x should lie only between minus infinity and infinity. Similarly, mu, that is the mean, also takes values between minus infinity and infinity, and sigma, which is the standard deviation, takes a value which is greater than 0. Next, we have drawn the bell-shaped curve or the normal curve. So please recollect, the normal curve is important. So the center line is x equal to mu, and the extremities you know are minus infinity and infinity. So also remember the property of the normal distribution, that is the total area under a normal curve is 1. In other words, it means that the area from minus infinity to infinity is 1, or in other words, the area from the center line to infinity will be 0.5, and from the center line to minus infinity also will be 0.5. Now let us observe the right hand side of the slide, which has the heading as SNV, or the standard normal variate. So from the normal distribution, how do you get the standard normal variate or the standard normal distribution? So in the blue colored box, if you see, whenever mu takes the value 0 and sigma square takes the value 1, then the normal distribution will get converted into the standard normal distribution, which has the formula z equal to x minus mu by sigma, which follows normal 0, 1. And how does the PDF change to f of z equal to 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2 and minus infinity less than z less than infinity. So in the normal distribution PDF, when you put sigma as 1 and when you put x minus mu divided by sigma as z, you get f of z equal to 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2. And like I already mentioned, that because this PDF is in terms of z, so just like x and mu lie between minus infinity and infinity, here z will lie between minus infinity and infinity. Now the standard normal curve will have a shape very similar to the normal curve. So you have to draw a bell-shaped curve, and now the center line will be z equal to 0 and the extremities will be minus infinity and infinity. Now even here, the total area under the standard normal curve will be 1. That means from minus infinity to infinity, the area will be 1, and the area from the center line to minus infinity will be 0.5, and the area from the center line to infinity will also be 0.5. This was a short video on the standard normal distribution and its properties, but a very important one. Thank you for watching, and in my next video, I will explain 8 examples which you have to keep practicing using the statistical tables which has been given to you. The 8 examples in my next video are not problems based on a normal distribution, but if you practice those 8 examples thoroughly, you will know how to find solutions to problems based on the normal distribution. So please watch out for my next video and keep practicing those 8 examples repeatedly. Thank you.